by Caleb Bonner.
Third and 12 now for McCall from suburban Charlotte. You know, he's got a different kind of defense that he's facing this week, doesn't he? They play a third safety. That ball deflected and nearly intercepted. It's a different
good job, defense.
That McCall is looking at today.
Yeah, 5 defensive backs, an extra safety in there. And that was actually a good throw. He tried to get it to likely his big tight end right at the sticks. Just couldn't make the catch. But I like the design. Usually Isaiah Likely, number 4, big NFL caliber type body. He's going to get a look on Sundays. Knew he was going to get hit there. Just couldn't squeeze it.
Justin Rice was closing quickly. Second punt of the day for Overson. And the fair catch called for by Johnson, and he takes it to the crowd at about the 15-yard line. Well, tonight it is the Deep South's oldest rivalry in our ESPN College Football Primetime game. Number 4, Georgia, and number 7, Auburn, 7:30 Eastern on ESPN and the ESPN app. Dogs have won 3 in a row against Auburn, 6 of the last 7. Who's the quarterback going to be for the Dogs tonight?
JT Daniels is clear. That's the $60,000 question. Will it be Daniels? Will it be Stetson Bennett the fourth? And Dwan Mathis, you know, the young kid took a lot of heat this week. He's a young kid. He's going to learn. He's very talented. So
let's go offense.
I would expect Dwan Mathis to play tonight as well.
Logan Bonner back in at quarterback. And this is Perry, his first touch of the day. Yards have been hard to come by early.
Well, so far early on in this game, there's no doubt the defensive fronts for both teams are winning the day. Very aggressive, getting off their blocks. They're meeting the backs at the line of scrimmage in both defensive fronts, playing well.
Quick throw, and the first completion of the day goes to Jonathan Adams, the tremendous wide receiver. He's brought down by KJ Johnson. Adams had the amazing day at Kansas State. He looked like Megatron 2 in that game.
Well, you notice they had a safety over the top of him. They were double teaming him. They gave him space, so he just did a little stop route at 5 yards, put it on him.
Third and short, Perry struggles across the 35-yard line, stood up and pushed back by KJ Johnson again.
They'll have the first down. You know, Perry's a true freshman. He's really a speedster. You know, they want to get him to the secondary, but he ran tough there, knew where that first down marker was, and got it.
On 1st and 10, deep slant.
Ooh!
The money to Bowling. First down ahead to the 34-yard line. Nice throw by Bonner, hitting Brandon Bowling in stride.
A tremendous throw by Logan Bonner. You'll hear me say, throw your receiver open. It's exactly what Logan Bonner did to his receiver Bowling there. He sees where the safety is. He throws it in that pocket, and Bowling's able to run right to it and make that catch. A big chunk play, a much needed play early on in this game for A-State.
Adams was a tremendous player at Kansas State. His father was a
Coastal
great
Carolina player down.
for Arkansas State. He's a second-generation
Hope he's okay.
Arkansas State player.
I love this throw. You see
Coastal
Bowling
Carolina
slot.
player, he's down.
On a skinny post, splits the defenders, but the ball placement by Logan Bonner was perfect there.
Oh, better hope and pray for the president.
That'll move the football ahead to
Yes.
the 33-yard line. Well, they got a key third down conversion. You know, Perry got him the first down on short yardage, and that's something that they want to do. They want to get the first down
And
on
they're
a
a
drive to
rhythm
get going.
offense. They want to go fast. Blake Anderson, they like to run 80, 85 plays a game if they can. They want to get a rhythm. They haven't really gotten that rhythm yet today, but a couple nice plays here back to back.
Bonner to throw again. A pump fake and a deep shot for Green in the end zone. He's got it. Touchdown. What a play by Green in the back of the end zone. And Logan Bonner puts Arkansas State in the lead.
I'll tell you this, Bill. Green's right foot landed out of bounds. Replay's going to have to determine did his left foot hit first, because his right foot to me looked like it definitely landed out. Let's take a peek. It does, but the left foot is down first. This call will stand.
Yeah, I think the left foot touched the ground first.
Go up and make that catch. Excellent coverage. You just got to turn around and play the ball. Matz does it. And Green makes that catch. The left foot, right foot. It's a good call. Boy, as a defensive back, though, that just tears you up. You're in perfect position. You just got to turn and play the ball. He doesn't. Green makes that catch. Maybe a mossing, you would say.
Tremendous reception. Blake Grupe adds the extra point, and for the first time this season, Coastal Carolina is trailing in a game. 7-0. A-State has the lead on the road. ESPN College Football presented by Sling TV. Arkansas State with a 7-0 lead here at Coastal Carolina. Really, what happened after this touchdown pass from Bonner?
Bonner throws a strike, and they're going to see him kind of hold his chest. I don't know if it's his collarbone, what area it is, and just kind of going to come off the field. And the good news is he'll have time to get looked at, because we know next possession, Lane Hatcher will be in there at quarterback. So doctors will look at him, make sure he's good. Definitely something there.
Hope he's okay.
High, short kickoff, and a fair catch called for. And the Chanticleers will take over right there. Let's go to the studio. Here's Kevin Connors again.
All right, Bill, and this studio update is brought to you by Rocket Mortgage. Florida playing its first game as an AP Top 3 team since 2012. South Carolina jumped in front with Damian Pierce, answered with a touchdown run. Kyle Trask 3 for 3 on the opening drive. 7-7 game on ESPN, Bill.
All right, Kevin. Meanwhile, here for the first time this season, Coastal Carolina finds itself trailing in a football game.
We talked about it earlier, right? No adversity for them thus far through 2 games, and right out of the bat, they took a sack. They're down 7-0, so we'll see how they answer.
A call to throw it on first down. He's got his man. It's
No!
Likely will take it inside the 5, and he will score.
That was fast.
That's how you respond by trailing for the first time.
And they did it in one play, so yes, that is exactly how you respond. You know, I think Isaiah Likely was a little upset. He dropped that one pass earlier where he would have had a first down just from the tight end position right down the seam and just runs right by Anthony Switzer, who's a safety. They plays the star position. And I told you, Isaiah Likely will be playing on Sundays. He's 6'4", 245, but boy, you see how
Well, he got the touchdown.
Prototypical tight end that the NFL is looking for. Can run, he's athletic, but he's big and strong. You can put him down on the end of the line of scrimmage and he'll block for you as well.
Massimo Viscardi in to attempt the extra point. And he ties it up. 7-7 game. So both quarterbacks show us what they can do. Bonner throws one, and McCall for the Chanticleers comes right back to tie things up.
And we talk about for A-State, Jay Adams with the mismatch. Well, Isaiah Likely, same thing. He's bigger than the safety that's covering him, and he's as fast, if not faster. So that's a matchup where you want to take advantage of if you're Coastal and your offensive coordinators, co-offensive coordinators, Newland Isaac and Willie Korn, and they saw something there. You get your big tight end down the seam, and good job by Grayson McCall to get it out of his hand early, get it to the big tight end, and let him do the rest after the catch.
That's the longest play of this season for Coastal Carolina, and they mentioned we've got to get the ball to Likely more.
Yeah. You know, a tight end is a young quarterback's best friend. Well, when you're a tight end like Isaiah Likely, you really are a best friend. Yeah, when you can run after the catch from the tight end position like Isaiah Likely, you'll make a lot of money on Sundays.
Massimo Biscardi to kick it back to A-State. This is going to be returnable for Paul from the 5. And he gets near the 20-yard line. Let's go to Kevin again in the studio.
All right, Bill, who's got the longest win streak in the SEC? It's actually Tennessee. 7 straight games dating back to last season. Ty Chandler, short touchdown run, has the balls up on Missouri, 7-0 on the SEC network.
I would not have known that.
Yeah, and I think it's an important year for Tennessee. You know, they're playing well. It's a big one today. Get another win.
Right.
And keep moving. You know, you got to, this kind of SEC, it's just such a tough conference. It's really a grind every week, and obviously they're all conference games, so.
Lane Hatcher back in the game at quarterback. Hands it off to Azubuike running hard.
Ooh.
Side, and he gets knocked down at the 25-yard line by Maconzo. Maconzo, young man from Quebec.
Yeah, Enoch Maconzo, 43, he's going to say, how do you do to the running back, Azubuike?
Hatcher, a deep shot, and over-the-shoulder reception by Adams.
Ooh.
Big play day here in Conway, South Carolina. What a throw, and Adams catches it in stride.
Well, Logan Bonner was throwing.
All right.
Now you put Lane Hatcher in his turn with the big pass. And watch Jay Adams at the end of this. Just a little tug, a little separation. Great job by the wide receiver to make that catch, and another big play for Arkansas State.
Hatcher over the middle, and that's What makes Adams so good? He is a big guy. He's 6'3", but he's got some speed too, doesn't he?
And at the end here, he's just going to get a little, not interference, just a little tug, just a little bit, nothing there, just to get that separation. That's a wise, smart wide receiver. And yeah, he's big, strong, and fast as well. And as Taylor said in the open, it doesn't matter what quarterback's in there. They're very similar. They throw similar balls, and that's good for the receivers.
Azubuike knocked down for a loss of a yard on the play by Teddy Gallagher, the tremendous Mike linebacker who went to Glendale Community College in Arizona. He's a West Coast guy from Los Angeles originally.
Yeah, and Gallagher's the leader of that defense as well, making the calls from that Mike linebacker spot. One of the guys has a mullet, by the way. You don't see it with a helmet on, but fancy haircut.
Yeah, both he and
old school.
Silas Kelly, the linebacker, lines up next to him on the weak side, have those mullets. Big third down now for Lane Hatcher. Started looking right, has some room to run to the left. Penalty markers down, and Hatcher gets dragged down on the 29-yard line by Roland Wood in the second. Good credit for the sack.
And you're going to have a hold in there as well. That'll most likely be declined. And again, we talked about that defensive front for Coastal. Good job there. Getting to Hatcher. No blitz needed. Good job of that defensive line.
Going to make this a much more difficult field goal attempt for Blake Groupie. It'll be officially a 49-yarder for Groupie. This will be his career long if he makes it. On the way, but no good. Wide left. So the sack helps. And the defensive unit for Chad Skaggs, the Black Swarm defense, the sack was a big play.
And there was a little breeze in Groupie's face right there. And a lot of times with kickers, when you feel that breeze, you just try to over-kick it a little bit on longer field goals. Ends up hooking it. No good.
Now let's take a look at our college football rankings brought to you by Capital One. Clemson in action against UVA tonight in prime time, and a rematch of Auburn, Georgia in prime time too, as we know. Well, it took them 12 seconds to score on their last possession. The ball
Yeah, get it.
for the first time today.
Yeah, but did we get it? Yes!
That's the first turnover of the season.
Yeah.
by the Chanticleers.
And that's just a mesh issue between the quarterback, Grayson McCall, and the running back. To me, it looks like the ball pull it out of the belly of the running back and keep it. And the running back said, no, I want it. And boy, it just hits the ground.
And Forrest Merrill got down there using those big, strong arms and ripped the ball away. So he'll get credit for the fumble recovery. And Arkansas State and Keith Heckendorf are in business right now on the 27-yard line.
And you wonder in this COVID world if it's lack of practices, perhaps, with a mesh like that on the zone read.
Dangerously close to scoring position.
Well, Bonner grabbed his collarbone after the touchdown pass. Missed that last series, of course, but that was scheduled rotation. He's back in now, setting A-State up in business on the 27-yard line. And the gunslinger from Texas throws to the left, and he did well just to get rid of that. The heat was coming. Up front from Teddy Gallagher.
And it was going to be a throwback to Jamal Jones, and it was well developed, but the pressure got to Bonner too quick, and he had to throw it early, which disrupted the play. And that's our guy Teddy Gallagher once again.
Bonner looking right. This is Bowling. And he's brought down just shy of the 20-yard line. And another third down coming up for A-State. That was Enoch Baconzo again with another tackle.
But I like Logan Bonner there. He doesn't force it down the field. He takes the underneath throw. He gets it to a manageable third down. Third and about 5 here, third and 4. This opens the playbook up for Keith Heckendorf now, just for completing that pass on second down.
To the end zone, Bowling's got it.
Yes!
Touchdown, Arkansas State. Brandon Bowling on the slant. And the second TD of the quarter from Logan Bonner.
And that's the exact same play they ran earlier in the game to Bowling, where he split the defenders like that. Bonner puts it right on him. So obviously they see something up in the box, looking down at the defense of Coastal Carolina. It's the exact same play, same throw, different result. A touchdown this time, but a big play, and now an answer by A-State.
14-7, Arkansas State. With the lead, they take advantage of the turnover, and the short touchdown drive puts them up 7.
We talked about Arkansas State kind of not being in a rhythm early. Well, they're in a rhythm now. And again, nice throw by Bonner. Throw him open. You're going to see him split the defenders. Exactly what he did earlier in the game. Bonner puts the ball exactly where he has to put it. Bowling goes up, makes the nice catch.
Bonner's from Roland, Texas. He's about 20 miles northeast of Dallas.
And he's feeling better. I can tell by that reaction. But whatever it was before, he shook it off. He's ready to go.
He had thumb surgery last year. He's come back from that. As a kid, he wanted to be a Texas Longhorn. That was his dream, to play for Texas. But he's had a good career at Arkansas State. Well, it's UFC Fight Night tonight from Fight Island in Abu Dhabi. Former bantamweight champ Holly Holm takes on rising star Irene Aldana in the main event. Prelims start at 7:30 Eastern on ESPN Plus, and the main card at 10:30 Eastern on ESPN, ESPN Plus, and Spanish. To get ESPN Plus, go to ESPNplus.com or download the ESPN app.
Could pay me $1 million to get in that ring. You've heard?
Either one of them.
Uh-huh. How about you?
Yes, sir. Trip to Abu Dhabi might be
That'd be nice. Yeah.
Another short kickoff, another fair catch called for. And the Chanticleers will get the ball. Let's go back to the studio once more. Here's Kevin Connors.
Yeah, Billy showed you Florida fall behind. South Carolina 7-0. They've scored 14 unanswered.
The difference here, the turnover on the last possession.
And talking about great tight ends, Kyle Pitts for Florida, unbelievable. Kyle Trask, quarterback. It's a great 1-2 punch there for the Gators.
Throw to the near side, and that's Hiley with the reception. And he is shoved out of bounds right in front of his own bench. Javen Hiley from Venice, Florida. Banged down by Alexander on the play.
Yeah, nice throw by McCall. Kind of drop it in the bucket there over the underneath defender, but in front of the defender on top.
He was wide
To
open.
Hiley. Puts it right in there. And a nice play on first down. That's how you stay ahead of the chains. Good chunk plays on first down.
It's his second catch. You know, McCall is at 5 out of 6 throwing here in this first quarter. They keep it on the ground now. And that's about a gain of 3 for Marable before he's pushed back. We got to the 47-yard line. That was actually Jones from Pensacola. Shamari Jones with his first touch of the day. It'll be second down and 7.
Yeah, just trying to establish something on the ground. Is Coastal. They're trying to get a little movement up front. Tough to move that defensive line for A-State. Pretty good up there.
McCall takes the throw and takes off running. Ooh, and he gets hit. Pop right near midfield by the safety. That was Anthony Switzer. And again, they call him the star. It's kind of what Iowa State does, right? The third safety?
Exactly. They studied and talked with Iowa State a bunch, and that was a called quarterback draw, but you saw Anthony Switzer, 7 there, read it and react to it, and it's exactly what he did from that safety position, come up and make that hit.
Final minute of the opening quarter. The Chants have yet to convert a third down today. From the 50, rookie QB Grayson McCall in his first Sun Belt Conference game. Steps up nicely, good poise delivering that one. That'll be enough for the first down to Marable ahead of the 39-yard line.
And that's where a young quarterback, sometimes he's flustered, he steps up in the pocket. He's just going to look to run on third down. I love that Grayson McCall keeps his head up, finds his back. Marable right in front of him, a good throw, puts it on him, and they keep the drive alive. And you know, the Chanticleers were 60% on third down conversions this season. That's first in the Sun Belt, 4th in the nation. So it's a very big if your offense can convert those third downs, keep drives alive.
Will they get this play off? No, they're going to let the clock run out. Coastal's on the move. Arkansas State, though, has the lead after 1 quarter. It is the Sun Belt Conference opener for both teams. Quarterbacks on display, doing a great job. A-State on the road has the lead after 1.
Outside your window.
We go to quarter number 2 here in Conway, South Carolina. Sun Belt Conference opener for both of these teams. Arkansas State leads 14-7 as we turn the page to quarter number 2. Grayson McCall dumps it off short. It's bobbled and then caught by Merrill.
Ooh!
Banged out of bounds. Third big hit by Jeff Mario Brown.
But I like Grayson McCall going through the progression. He went long, short, to underneath, and Marable puts it on him. Not a big gain. And Marable, again, we're going to run tough. Bobbles it, gets upfield. We're going to take a big hit at the end, but get back up and get in the game as a running back. A lot of times that wakes you up. But you know what? Positive play on first down. Gain of 4.
It's a big game for Brown. This is his hometown. He's from Myrtle Beach, so he's back in town today. McCall runs the option to the wide side, does a nice job keeping, has the first down to the 20-yard line. Grayson McCall.
A little option out of the pistol there. Nice job blocking up front. Left tackle, Looper's going to block down. McCall attacks downhill. Good vision, sees that whole backside, hits it. Gets upfield, picks up the first down. Yeah, as a defensive line, if you don't get upfield, you don't cross the face of that quarterback and force that pitch, he's able to cut that thing back door like McCall did for a nice game.
McCall gets great protection, doesn't he? Goes through all his reads. That's incomplete. It was intended over here for Isaiah Likely. If you see a Coastal Carolina receiver make a play, it is highly likely that one of these two guys made the catch.
I see what you did there, Bill, and I knew you were going to go there. Look at the averages for Hiley and Likely. Both 7 receptions on the season. Hiley averaging 30 a catch, and Likely, not bad for a tight end. Just a skosh under 24 a catch. Pretty good targets for Grayson McCall.
If Jamie Chadwell could recruit a tight end named Maybe, we could have an Abbott and Costello routine out of it, right?
Absolutely.
McCall gets out of trouble and slides down near the 12-yard line. He needed to get to the 12 to pick up the first down.
Looked smart. He picked up what he could, and he goes down at the end. He doesn't slide feet first, but he goes down head first to get that extra yardage. Doesn't pick up the first down, but he gets it to again on 3rd and 2 here. Very manageable.
This season, this Coastal Carolina team has been perfect in the red zone. 9 of 9 this year, including 8 touchdowns. This looks like a busted play. Can McCall ad-lib himself into a first down? He's mighty close to it.
He got it.
Looks like the headline judge, Stuart Slaughter, is going to come in. He's got the first down, and that's a busted play. But McCall knew where the hole was supposed to be. He turns. You got to believe McCall actually opened up the wrong way because both backs went the other way, but he's smart enough to get to where the ball carrier was supposed to go, put those shoulders down, and use that 200-pound frame to get that first down.
Again, just a redshirt freshman quarterback, but that's what they like about him. He has that poise, doesn't he?
Yeah, and he didn't panic. Looked like he opened the wrong way, gets back to where he's supposed to. Good job up front by that offensive line. Push through and get that first down.
Coastal calls timeout in the red zone, looking for the equalizer in its conference opener on its home field.
Domino's, we're delivery experts, so when it comes...
Beautiful area, fabulous South Carolina coast. Coastal Carolina looking for the equalizer. They've been perfect in the red zone this year.
Yeah, 9 for 9. Yeah, I think any coach will take that. And the big thing is 8 touchdowns on those 9 possessions. Pretty impressive.
The field goals won't win today. Coach Chadwell very clear about that this week. We need to put the ball in the end zone, not kick it when we get down here against Arkansas State. First down on the 12 for the rookie, Grayson McCall. With the left hand, which is the
Get him.
To the corner, touchdown.
Dead gummit.
Great play call, and I want you to watch 72, Antoine Luker, the left tackle. Watch him release and get the key block. That springs Marable for this touchdown. Great job. Love offensive line there. A little hook block, just enough on the linebacker, Caleb Bonner. And I love it when those big offensive linemen get down there and make those key blocks. It's a good-looking play, the little speed option.
And a good-looking drive for McCall and the Shunts. Scardy ties it up. And early in the second quarter, we have exactly what we thought we'd have. A tight game with a lot of points. C.J. Marvel from Decatur, Georgia, ties the game at 14.